Guys, welcome back to Summit Sunrise. I'm here with Jody Akers from the Red Cross, and let's talk a little bit first of all about what it is that the Red Cross does, the American Red Cross. What do you guys actually do?
Well, we are trying to prevent and help people during disasters and provide for their immediate relief and make sure that they start their road to recovery.
And so, obviously, here in Colorado, wildfire is the biggest worry, I think, out of natural disasters, and especially this summer. And so with all the fires that are going on, does the Red Cross, have a plan for people that are might have to evacuate?
Yes, we definitely have some recommendations. We've learned a lot, unfortunately, for the last couple of years. And the main thing, we want people to have a plan first, and then to figure out how are they going to know that they need to go? Stay informed. In Summit County, the best way, of course, is our SC Alert system, Summit County Alert. And that's particularly important for all the tourists that we have here and all the people that don't live here normally and may not have a landline to get a reverse 911 call.
Right.
So if they sign up for that, then they're definitely going to be told that it's time for them to go. And, of course, we also say don't wait to be told. If you see smoke and flame, get out then.
Sure. Now, with the SC alerts, that's something that I signed up for actually when I first learned about, wildfires are kind of a serious thing here in Colorado, and it's a free thing to do. So how do people do it?
Well, they go to scalert.org. And then they can sign up, and it'll give them a text message on their phone, or they can sign up for an email, either way that they want to, and then they can pick what do they want to be notified about. Do they want to be notified about every accident on I-70, or do they just want to know about bigger things?
And so for people that are, worried about maybe having shelter here in Summit County, maybe they don't have, a place that they could really go once they leave here, do you guys have anything like that?
Yes, and the plan in Summit County is to use the Summit Middle School.
Okay.
And so whenever something like this happens, the county government will ask us as the Red Cross to open a shelter. And it's an evacuation point and a shelter, which the Summit Middle School is great for both of those purposes. An evacuation point is more for people who just want to come and get information, which is usually the biggest concern at that time, is finding out what's going on. We'll have food there and snacks, and then the people come and talk to them there. They could take a shower if they wanted to, and then if they want to spend the night, they can. That's the shelter part of it. If they would like to spend the night with us, they can. What we find is a lot of people have other places they can go, either their camper, a friend's couch, a relative's house, and so we do have the shelter for anybody who wants it, but they're welcome to come whether they want to spend the night or not.
Okay, now when it comes to spending the night, I know with a lot of these places that doesn't really include the pets. So are there provisions for pets?
Definitely. The Animal Control Division of Summit County has a plan for the pets and for large animals. And so while we don't co-locate them for allergy reasons and health reasons, we're fortunate that in the Summit County Middle School there are the school bus barns very close, like within 100 yards of the school, and that's where they will plan to shelter their pets. And then they have plans for the larger animals, the horses and llamas and everything else. They've got places down by the ball fields, and then they've got other ranches that have volunteered to take large animals.
Okay, so if in the case of a wildfire here in Summit County, if you needed to evacuate, you could go to the Summit Middle School and bring your pets along and know that you both have opportunities there.
Definitely, and by the location, you can still go over and feed your pet, walk your pet, take care of your pet. It's very close, so you don't have to, drive someplace else to take care of it.
Right, that's pretty amazing.
Yes.
So if people wanted to find out a little bit more about, the right way to have a plan or some more of your suggestions, where would you direct them to go?
I would direct them to our website, which is redcross.org, and there's all sorts of information there on how to make a kit for yourself. It'll has a list of what you need to take, and you can even put in the number of people, and it'll tell you how many gallons of water and how many things you should take with you. So I would definitely go to redcross.org.
And just really quickly, because we have a little bit more time, is there anything that you can kind of list off the top of your head, maybe 5 things that you would recommend someone do or bring with them?
Well, definitely. I think, again, think now instead of, when you're in the hustle of the moment and trying to get out of your house. So make a plan. The first thing is, of course, you may not get to go home.
Sure.
You may be at work and you may not get to go home. So you need to think now about the things that are important in your house that you really, really want, and make plans for them now. Either get them into a safe deposit box or a fire box, or luckily we can scan things in these days and put them on a hard drive, all those pictures that you don't want to lose, scan them in and send them to someone who's in a totally different area so that you can save those things. And then with everything else, just kind of make a prioritized list. My husband and I have that list already made, priority 1, 2, and 3, so if we have 10 minutes, we can go grab the 1s, and then if we have longer time, we can get the 2s and then the 3s, if you've got a lot of time. But don't ever, risk your life to go back in and get some things, because unfortunately we've seen that happen, and that's always tragic. But the other thing to think about is if you take medications, then we would recommend that you have like a 3-day supply of medications in your box. The Red Cross will help you. We have nurses and mental health people at our shelters, and they will help you get those things, but it's always nice if you have just a little bit of cushion to give us some time to get those replaced, as well as, in this day and age, your cell phone chargers and your computer chargers. We get a lot of people that come down with their phone and oh no, I don't have the charger for it.
Sure.
So making
Okay.
sure to put those things.
You guys, some really good tips. And again, if you want more information, check out that website. Jody, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Really, really important information to have here in Summit County. Definitely, I'll appreciate it. We have to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Summit Sunrise, so don't go away.